Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So here is a video of a cranberry eye makeup tutorial. So the first thing I am using is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Anti-Crease Eyeshadow Primer, and I'm putting that on my fingers and then rubbing it all over my eyelids. And then I'm also using the MICA Beauty Cosmetics, their eye primer. I'm using it for the thickness of the primer itself. I'm putting that all over my lid. And then I'm using the Maybelline Color Tattoo in the color 30 Pomegranate Punk, and I'm putting this all over my eyelid as well. I'm taking the Coastal Scents Revealed Palette Sampler in Latte, and I'm going to be using a matte brown color in this palette. And I'll be taking my NYC brush, and I'll be using the fluffy end of this brush and buffing that color into the crease. Next, I'm taking a ColourPop shadow in the color Drift, and I'm taking my Bdellium Tools brush in 777, and I'm packing this all over the lid. Now, I'm doing this as a dry consistency. I didn't wet my brush, but obviously if you feel like wetting it and using a wet consistency, feel free to do so. I'm going to be taking another ColourPop shadow in the color Adios and taking my Bdellium Tools brush in 781, and I'm going to be putting this color on the outer corner and outer V of my eye and then blending it into my crease, and then going back in with my NYC brush to buff it all out. I'm going to be dragging this color about halfway into my eyelid and then gradually bring it in so that it gives like a gradient effect on the eye. And then I'm going to be taking another ColourPop shadow in the color Sleigh. Now this is kind of a glitter eyeshadow, and I've been putting this in the inner tear duct of both of my eyes to help brighten up my eyeballs. The brush I'm going to be using is the Real Techniques brush in Accent Brush because it has a tiny little tip so that I can get this glitter right in the perfect spot. I'm taking my e.l.f. liquid liner in the color Black, and I'm going to be lining my upper eyelid, and I'm going to be doing a very slight and tiny wing. And if you like to do a wing, a larger wing, a smaller wing, no wing at all, please feel free to change it up as much as you like. I'm going to be taking my ColourPop shadow again in Adios and using the Real Techniques brush in Accent Brush, and I'm going to be dragging it onto my lower lash line. So now it's time for mascara, and I'm going to be using the new CoverGirl Lash Bloom Mascara. Now obviously use whatever mascara you feel like, but this is just the one that I chose. And I will be putting this mascara on both my upper eyelashes and my lower bottom lashes. Now for my foundation, the first thing I'm going to do is to prime my face. I'm going to be using the Tarte Clean Slate Flawless 12-Hour Brightening Primer, and I'm going to rub it in all over my skin. And then for my foundation, I decided to use a CC cream. I recently purchased the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC cream, and my color right now is tan. So I pumped that onto my hand, and then I dabbed it in places on my face, and then I took a damp beauty blender and I dabbed, not rubbed, the CC cream all into my skin to get a nice airbrush finish. Taking the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the color Custard, I will be putting this underneath my eyes in a upside down triangle shape to brighten and conceal my under eyes. And I will be using my damp beauty blender again, but using the pointed side this time to dab the concealer into my skin. And then after I finish that, I'm going to be taking my Serenity and Scott brush at number 12 and the Anastasia Beverly Hills Banana Powder from their contour kit to set my concealer. To set my CC cream, I'll be using the Serenity and Scott brush in number 12 again with the Serenity and Scott Pressed Powder Foundation in the color PF2 Fair, and I'll be dabbing this into my skin. I'm not going to be brushing it over because when I went to IMATS, they said this powder is good if you like dab it into the skin, so that's exactly what I did. And then I'm taking my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Matte Bronzer and my Bdellium Tools brush and 962, and then I'm making a fishy face to get into the hollows of my cheeks to bronze that up. I will also be putting the bronzer under, I guess you could say, my neck or my jawline bone, and then on my sides of my forehead. And then for blush, I'm taking the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Glisten. I got this at IMATS with my Real Techniques brush in Multitask Brush and putting this on the apples of my cheeks. And then personally, I like to take another brush. Personally, I take the stipple brush from e.l.f. and I try to like mix it all up into my cheeks so that there's no harsh lines. And to set my everything that I did to my face, I'm taking the MAC Fix Plus spray, but you can use any kind of setting spray you like. Then for lipstick, which I forgot to show, I'm using the Rimmel, what is this called? The Rimmel Provocalypse, the 16-hour Kiss Proof color lipstick in the color Kiss Fatal, and I'm putting this on my lips. Now, just so you know, this lipstick, gloss, whatever you want to call it, is absolutely amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe if you haven't already. Till next time, guys. Bye.